Hello again. Thank you for joining me on my channel. My name is David Charles, International Psychic and White Witch. Today we're going to do a reading for you entitled, What does the next 6 months hold for me? Or really, what's going to happen to you during the next 6 months? And there's no date on this reading. It's what we psychics call a timeless reading, which means that you'll find this video when you're meant to. If you're meant to find it today, the day I do it, that's great. If you find it in 6 months' time, it's fantastic. You're meant to find it when you find it because you will be choosing the cards. Now, following the reading, we're carrying on with the stage 12 of the Old England Tarot School diploma course. The course was designed by my soulmate Leslie behind me on the picture and myself around about 24 years ago to diploma standard. So it's a diploma course. If you've done the first 11 stages, I hope you're enjoying it. If not, you can go back to my old videos and they're there. Today we're on stage 12, which is the Knight of Wands. So we're going to shuffle these cards, look at your next 6 months. If you really want to know what's coming, stick with me just for a few seconds. Welcome back. So now we'll shuffle these cards for you. I'm here to help you, that's my job. Some of you may be struggling, and a special welcome to those of you who are alone or on your own or lonely today or tonight. It depends what time you watch this. So we're going to shuffle these now and put these 3 stacks out for the next 6 months. 1, 2, 3. I hope that's 6 in each pack, I think it is. Okay, so now we have 3 stacks of cards. I'm sure you've seen this before. And they're numbered 1, 2 and 3. Which one would you like? Pick 1 or 2 or 3. You can use your intuition, you can use your favourite number, you can ask your friends, or you can pause the video and decide. Choose one of these, whichever feels right for you. 1, 2 or 3. Okay, if you chose number 1, this is for you for the next 6 months, okay? Okay, now this is from the 1st of next month, whenever that may be. So it's the 15th today, maybe, where you are about 15-day wait. If it's 30th today, you've only got a day to wait, or a couple of days. So, from the 1st of next month, for 6 months, I see next month will be one of the best of the 6 because you're shining. It's actually a new beginning as well. So things are changing for you, number 1, and they're changing for the better, especially if you've got children. I believe one of your children will be very successful when he or she grows up. I believe that that child will work with animals or take a big interest in animals, cats or dogs or horses, or they may become a veterinary nurse or a veterinary surgeon. But if it's not one of your children, then it's someone very close. It could be your nieces or nephews. But you're starting a new era, number 1, next month. That's possibly why you've chosen to watch this video today, because you're searching. Maybe you're guided here by your spirit guides to watch this video. You're being reborn, really. Everything looks bright. It may be cloudy and raining, but you'll feel as though the sun's shining. And you'll feel good, because you'll be looking forward. Really, there's not much bad stuff in this until the 6th month, and you may have seen what that is. But new starts, new beginning. If you're going to be reborn next month, the 1st of next month is the time. So get ready, look forward to it. It should be a fascinating first month. Fascinating. Everything's going right. Things are shining for you. Your eyes will sparkle with delight. It'll be like a child at Christmas. Don't spoil it. Just wait for it to come and look forward to it. Now the 2nd month, whatever that may be, is about meeting somebody who's linked to wealth. So it could be a rich person, it could be a man or a woman. This actually could be you. You're either meeting someone or you are someone linked to finance. Maybe you work in the bank. Maybe you're an accountant, but somebody linked to money. It may be you, it may be your lover or your partner, your husband or your wife. It could be a man or a woman. This is a good thing as well. This person is smart. Not just smart up there, but they dress smart, they dress like a successful business person. They probably drive a nice car. They look successful. When you look at them, they've got it written all over them. This person is well shod. He or she has achieved things, and they've done it not just through hard work, but they've accomplished these things because they're gifted, and their gifted talents will rub off on you. So you got a good month on the first month and an equally good month the second month. Look forward to it. Then it gets even better. Number one, because in the third month from now, from the first of next month, of course, the spirit world are going to be looking after you. They're going to give you things you wanted. They're going to make things easy for you. They're going to open doors for you. They're going to make opportunities for you. It goes with the rebirth in the first month. It goes with the money person in the second month. And everything you're looking for should fall into place. Of course, this won't apply to all of you. If you've chosen the wrong deck, come back and try again. But I think most of you, number one, have got a really good 3 months coming up. In fact, you've got a really good 4 months coming up. And 5 and 6 are not bad. But look out for doors opening for you, especially in the third month. It seems anything you want will be yours. So time it properly. Don't wait till the fourth month, and don't do it in the second month. If there are things you need and you want, try and grasp them in the third month. That's 3 months from now. 3 months from when this starts, which is the first of next month, as I keep saying. Your dreams are coming true. Things you've dreamed of, number one, when you were a child, are coming true. All of your Christmases at once again. It's wonderful. Enjoy it. In the fourth month, number one, there is money coming your way. A share of money could be a win. Have a little flutter on the lottery. Don't go mad. Don't do more than you normally would. But there is money coming. It's a share of money, which means you won't necessarily be the only one receiving it. So it could be shares in your company if you've got one. Money coming from there. It could be a win. It could be a legacy or a will, a bereavement. I don't think it is, because there's nothing coming from the spirit world to suggest any disasters or tragedies in this reading, number one. So I don't think that's what it is. But maybe you left money years ago and you're waiting till you reach the right age to pick it up. Maybe you've got to be 21. Not sure how old all of you are, of course. But the first 4 months of the next 6 for you, number one, are really as good as you can get. If I chose some of these cards and the messages from Spirit, I couldn't really choose better for you, number one. So enjoy it. In the 5th month, then you're starting to make heavy going of things. You are doing everything the worst way possible. It's like you're choosing to make life hard, like you're punishing yourself for something. You're taking on too much work. Relatives and friends may be putting upon you. You're saying yes, when perhaps you should tell them no. You're being too kind. Well, you can't be too kind, of course. That's your characteristic. And don't change that, please. But don't let people put upon you. Don't take off on more than you can chew. It's very important. You're struggling, and you're struggling because some of the time you're being a bit indecisive and you're just saying yes for the sake of it when you could be saying no. So remember that in the 5th month. It's a long time away. I hope you're taking notes. But you can read see my other readings before that, of course. In the 6th month, number one, there could be a loss. Depicted by this card, as you may already know, the 5 of Pentacles. That can mean a loss. It doesn't always. And again, it's very rare that that would be a bereavement. The spirit world do not reveal secrets such as death. They're classed as major secrets. If you do see a death in a reading, it's usually because you already know it's coming, you're expecting it. But that's not the case here. So what it means is, in the 6th month, number one, keep your doors locked. I've said it so many times in these readings. Don't lend people money. Don't gamble on the lottery even. Don't do anything like that because you'll lose. You just cannot win. So don't lose your purse or your handbag or your wallet or your phone or your credit cards. Losses can be avoided, so I'm really pleased you're watching this, because if you hadn't, then you would have lost someone in 6 months from now. So don't park somewhere where you can get your car stolen or anything like that. So really, number one, you've picked some good stuff here. A brand new start for you. where everything seems to go right from the 1st of next month, for a month. Then money, dealings with, I don't think you've got money coming, but you're dealing with somebody, if it's not you, that's linked to money, finance. So that's good. This person has the Midas touch, that's a good way of putting it. And everything he touches turns to gold, and it will affect and rub off on you as well. So remember that, it's good. The spirit world are giving you the things you want, as I mentioned, in the 3rd month. If you want it, that's the month when you'll get it. Perhaps you wanted a new car. Perhaps you wanted the dream house. Perhaps you wanted to not buy the dream house, but put things in motion to get it. These are just examples, but it means the spirit world are really on your side. They will be heavily around you, and it's lovely. You'll feel them around you as well. And 1 or 2 of you have spirit guides with you at this very moment. In fact, you'll all have spirit guides with you at this very moment, but some of you are being really watched over at this time by people in spirit, and I think that's why you picked up the remote and put this video on. A share of money comes your way in 4 months' time, number 1. Don't overdo it in the 5th month. Do not overdo it. You will get your stress levels up, it'll stop you sleeping, you won't be eating properly, so don't let that happen. If you can get a bit of a break in the 5th month, then to stop that happening, do so. Go to the seaside for the weekend or something. Get a break, get away. Take the phones off the hook. Turn off the mobiles, switch off the computer. You think you can do that? Not many people can. And don't lose something in the 6th month. Be careful of losses. They can be avoided, and you can avoid them. Okay? Good, number 1. That's a good reading. Now, please subscribe to my channel, all of you, if you would like to. And if you click the little bell icon somewhere around here, you'll receive notification every time I post a new video, which is very frequently at the moment. And any comments, put them down below, please, and I'll answer them all, always. Now then, we're taking a look at number 2 now. If you want a proper full-length reading with me, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can book me on there. And if you don't want me, or I'm not available, you've got my team of readers that work for me will help you. They're all excellent, selected by myself, and I only pick the best. Never know, when you've done the tarot course, you may be good enough to qualify to get in my team of psychics. Anyway, number 2, from the 1st of next month. 1 or 2 warnings, not a bad reading. From the 1st of next month, you have to avoid negativity, and you have to remove negativity, number 2. That means don't knock around with negative people. Don't mix with negative people. Don't stand negative people, because they will bring you down and they'll make you negative if you're not careful. This has come up in many readings, and it will often do so. The spirit world want you, number 2, to be positive next month. Don't allow negativity into your mind at all. Don't be daft and over-optimistic, of course, but you've got to be realistic. But don't let negativity get in your way. You can sometimes lay awake at night thinking negative thoughts. What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? It doesn't help, so don't do it. Stay positive. Look for the positives in your life. There are some there. You may feel so down sometimes, all of us do, that you can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. You can't see anything positive. Everything you do goes wrong. You stub your toe on the bedpost in the morning. You drop the cups in the sink and break them. It's not all doom and gloom. Don't be affected by negativity in the 1st month, number 2, okay? It's not like you. You're not normally like it. You need to be optimistic, but realistic as well, as I said. Now, in the 2nd month, there is some dodgy goings on. There is naughtiness in the background. This could be from men or women. If you're a woman, I believe this is from women, for females, ladies. If you're a man, it could be from the lads down the pub. But somebody is not very nice behind your back. It's not backstabbing, it's worse than that. These people are plotting possibly against you. Now you need to be aware of this. It won't apply to all of you. As you know, these readings are a bit like reading the stars in the newspapers. Only much more involved, of course. But watch out in the second month, number 2, because there's naughty deeds possible going on in the background, undercurrents of treachery, nastiness, and it can be quite bad. Now, if you've already been negative in the first month, you certainly don't need this in the second month. So you need to be aware of it. That's why I'm warning you, and that's why I'm glad you're watching this video. And it's something I believe some of you, not all of you, had before as well, and it may have been quite recent. This could be people at work, could be women who are out to get you, it could be men who are being nasty, particularly if you're a man. But this is worse than backstabbing. This is really vindictive, nasty stuff, so watch out for it. I'm not here to frighten you, I'm here to just tell you to be careful, number 2, especially in the second month. In the third month, you're reminiscing. Excuse me. You're meeting people from the past, possibly on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere like that. Or you may just meet them in local get-togethers or reunions. Reunions are possible. Do people still have them? I think they do. Anyway, the past, number 3 and number 2, in the third month, the past is coming back. It's coming back in the form of old boyfriends, old girlfriends, someone that maybe chucked you years ago and decided they didn't want to see you anymore. They're turning up, and they're obviously a bit older and a bit wiser now and realising how silly they were. It may be someone that you decided to drop or lose contact with years ago. There may be gifts changing hands, box of chocolates, maybe some flowers, maybe just photographs. But there are reminiscences going on in the third month. It's a nice, tranquil, peaceful time, a time to reminisce, but it's not a time to live in the past because you've got a future coming. Don't ever forget your past. It's magic, it's special, and you'll learn from it. You can't go back to your past, but you can certainly learn from it. So the past is in your third month. People from the past, memories from the past. You may go back to jobs you had in the past and restart the same projects. If you're in business, you may start doing work you did years ago. If you're young, then of course there won't be quite so much past, but reminiscence is the word in the third month, number 2. It's lovely. I think you'll enjoy it. Nothing dramatic, nothing mind-blowing, just a lovely month when you can think about smashing memories and remember and watch how the wheel of fortune has turned, and it's still turning, and it's turning in your favour actually as well. Of course, the Wheel of Fortune is in the Major Arcana. We'll come to that in your tarot course, in due course. In the fourth month, I believe, number 2, that your finances will improve significantly. So we're talking about from the 1st of next month, whenever that is, the 4th month after that, financial improvement, everything's coming together for you. I'm not saying you're going to be a millionaire, but your finances should become more steady, more reliable, from a source where you know that you're going to get them. Your finances will be much more sound, much more solid than they've been for a while. So look forward to the 4th month, especially if you've been struggling with paying bills and debts and that sort of thing. But there is financial improvement for you predicted by the spirit world through these cards in the 4th month. As I said earlier, these cards are only a key to the psychic realm. The spirit world will help by using these as keys to your future. Okay? The cards actually are only a way to unlock the messages from spirit. When you get to the 5th month, number 2, there are major celebrations. Could be a wedding, could be a birthday, somebody having a baby, a stag night, it could be a hen night. And it looks like you're going to be celebrating. You may have a few glasses of wine or glasses of whiskey or champagne. Fantastic. I don't know the reason for this. As I said, it may be your own celebration, but it may be one that you're invited to attend, and it's lovely. Once again, peace, reunions, old friends, people you haven't seen for ages, people you see every day sometimes, maybe at work. But this is going to be a party time. There may be more than one. You may have reason to celebrate. You may be invited to somebody's reason to celebrate, and you'll be happy for them. You're a genuine person, number 2. Remember that. You are a genuine, good person. And that's coming from the spirit world. looking good. I don't really like the look of the second month, number 2, but the rest of it looks pretty good. And the 6th month is a spiritual, psychic month for you. That tells me that a lot of you, number 2, not all of you, but a lot of you are quite psychic. And your 6th month will be one of your highlights. I always say that you get heightened psychic awareness around about twice a year when you come to a sort of psychic climax, when everything comes together. Your spirit guides are active. They're listening. They're watching. They're guiding you. That's why they're called guides. So talk to your spirit guides. They can hear you, and it's so frustrating for them if you don't talk to them. They may make signs, they may make noises or flicker the lights. If it's daytime, they may flicker the television, but they'll certainly try to let you know they're there. So a spiritual month for you, number 6, in the number 3, sorry, in the 6th month. Okay, number 3. A spiritual time. Now that means then, in the 6th month, it's a good time for decision making. So if you want to think about changing your job, changing the place where you live, excuse me, I'm itching. Big decisions, marriage, divorce, big decisions that require you to do them properly. You don't want to be making the wrong choices. So when you get to the 5th month, don't do that. Wait till the 6th month, because you will be on a high of a spirituality. It means your judgment will be sound. It means that you can look at people and you'll know if they're nice or bad by the way you feel about them. You can look at situations and know if they're suitable or not. If you're looking at a new house, you'll know before you go through the door if it's right for you. You'll be tuned in spiritually. These are just examples. So you'll be on a high. You'll be gifted. Your gifts that you already got will be magnified tremendously for you in the 6th month, number 3. Great stuff. Get rid of negatives. Avoid negatives next month. Watch out for nasty goings on in the month number 2, number 3. Watch out for reunions. These should be lovely, peaceful, reminiscent times in the 3rd month. Financial improvement for you, number 3, in the 4th month. Enjoy it. Keep it safe. Big parties, celebrations, maybe weddings in the 5th month, and psychic, spiritual activity in the 6th month, which can involve healing as well. So if you're into healing and you want to help your friends, the 6th month is a good time. It's also a good month if you need healing. So if you want to seek out your friendly healer or religious person, whatever, do it in the 6th month. It's a great month. It's one of your special months. Thank you for listening to that. Number 2. I think I called you number 3 again. Number 2, of course. There's so many numbers involved, 1 to 6 and 1 to 3. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you need a psychic reading, a full-length one, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. One of my team will be happy to help you, or you can book me if you want me there as well. Now, number 3, I'll get it right in a minute. We'll have a look at number 3. This is your next 6 months as the spirit world reveal it. And they won't reveal everything. Of course they can't. That wouldn't be right. If we knew the mysteries of life and the universe, we would all behave differently, of course. So, number 3. If I call you something else, forgive me, but at number 3. The 1st month of your next 6 may be a time of turmoil where you have to sort of get rid of the old, a bit like New Year's Eve. Put the old stuff behind you, look forward to the new stuff. It may be like going to the tip with the rubbish out of the garage. You want to get rid of it. This is metaphorically speaking the rubbish out of your life. You're removing it. There may be an upheaval for you in the 1st month. You may not like it, but it's getting rid of all the rubbish. You are removing rubbish. And that can include people that you don't need around you. It can include removing negative habits like smoking or drinking or overeating. It can mean less of the late nights. You're getting rid of some of the rubbish. You may not like it, as I said, but the months that follow, you will look back and be glad you did it. So remember, if you want to get rid of things, if you want to remove people from your life, from the 1st of next month, you have a month to do it. It's all about timing. The whole of life is about timing, of course. So that's the time for you to remove rubbish. You may go through an upheaval. You may think, I don't like this at all. It may be unpleasant, but it will remove the rubbish and make you feel better in the months that follow. In the second month, number 3, you've got some karma coming. And karma means that you will get exactly what you deserve. So if you've been bad, you'll pay for it. And you'll pay for it in the second month. Now, most witches and psychics believe that karma is threefold. So when we get it back, we get it 3 times over. Now, it also means, luckily, that if you've been good, then good karma will come your way in the second month. And there we have it, the judgment card. So I think number 3, you've been pretty good. Not all of you, again, but most of you. And I think you've got some good karma coming to you in the second month, as this reading applies. So it's from the 1st of next month, then the second month, you've got some karma coming. You will get exactly what you deserve. Nothing more, nothing less. It's strange to see that these readings are not showing much love. I didn't notice that until now, but they're not. And we're not picking up many cup cards, which are the love cards, which would be hearts in an ordinary deck of cards, of course. So the reason I said that was because this one's popping up now. And this lady, or man, doesn't have to be a lady, is somebody that is beautiful. Yes, you can be beautiful and be a man. This person has beauty within, in the heart, in the soul, in the spirit. You'll know this person when you meet them because they're a one-off. You may meet one person like this in the whole of your life. You may live till 100 and not meet a person like this again. This person is a treasure. Someone you can love. Especially, I'm being sexist now, especially if it is a lady. But this person could be a man. This person is spiritual. They're a beautiful person because they care. They care about their fellow man. They care about the goodness, not cruelty to animals, that sort of thing. They care about saving the planet and looking after it. This beautiful planet we live on that's getting wrecked at the moment. This person is someone who really cares. They can't always do anything about it, but they care and they're genuine. They care about their fellow man, children, animals, pets. They're spiritual, they're psychic, and their beauty will overflow. There's charisma about this person that when they walk in a room, without speaking, everyone looks around and they know they're there. There's something about them. You can't put your finger on it. As I say, a bit sexist, but it is more prevalent, is that right, if it's a lady? Because I think most of these, in these instances, number 3, it will be a female, a lady. A proper lady that dresses like a lady and is elegant, not one that tries to be something that she isn't. So she dresses in very feminine clothes. That doesn't mean the other ladies are not ladies, of course, but she looks like the old school, the old-fashioned type. As I said, it doesn't have to be a lady, it could be a man, but in most cases this will be a female. And you'll know her or him when you meet them in the 3rd month. Don't waste this friendship because you won't meet many like it, as I said. In the 4th month, there may be aggression around you. There may be irritation around you. There may be things and people that you don't want around you. I always say get rid of them, but in this case you may not be able to. So you may work with them. You may be stuck with them. Try not to get irritated and bad-tempered because they will wind you up. And if they wind you up and they notice it works, that they're winding you up, then they'll do it more. So this is sent almost to test you in the 4th month, number 3. People, things, situation will start to upset you and annoy you if you're not careful. You have to prove to yourself that you're beyond it, that you can stay calm, that these people will not wind you up even if they try to do it on purpose. Some of them may do it without knowing they're doing it. There may be just an air of kneel around you, of bickering, of quarrelling, and people around you quarrelling. And if they are, keep out of it. Don't get dragged into other people's arguments, especially in the 4th month. In your 5th month, number 3, you're going to meet someone who travels a lot, who is, well, quite interested in you. If you're a man or a lady, it makes no difference. This person has got, well, a keen interest in you, physically, emotionally, and he fancies you, put it that way. He or she, could be a woman, of course. I shouldn't keep saying he or she, there could be either, of course, in all of these readings. So somebody In your 5th month, number 3, is quite interested in you, and they may make attempts to ask you out or to get you on a date or something like that. However, this person has a bit of a roving eye, as I always call it. They're a bit flirty. They've probably got a girl in every port, as they say, if it's a man, and the same if it's a girl. This person could sweep you off your feet, but it will come to nothing because you can't trust them. So enjoy the flattery, it's good for your ego to have someone who quite likes you, who would like to take you out, or maybe more than that. But I don't think you can trust them, even if you're single. And a lot of you are not, I know. So enjoy the moment, try and humour them. They are someone who may irritate you. They never sit down, they're always moving about. They're on the move, they're travelling, they never stop. It's good, they're hard workers, but they just don't seem to know when to stop and take a breath. And they don't, well, you can't trust them. So I wouldn't go on, if you get asked on a date, I wouldn't really recommend it, but it's up to you, of course. But that's in your 5th month, number 3. In your 6th month, you're keeping things to yourself. You're being secretive and you're not telling people all your business. And sometimes that's a good thing. Not always, but it usually is. Secrecy is around, you're keeping your own counsel. Now you may find also that people are keeping things from you. Could be your family members, could be your husband or your wife. It doesn't mean they're being deceitful, it means they may be, well, it may mean they don't want to hurt your feelings with the truth or the full story. They're not telling lies, I shouldn't have said that, they're just avoiding telling you the full story. They're leaving bits out conveniently. And you, as I said, may be secretive as well. These readings come up with this quite a lot. If it weren't for secrecy, we wouldn't need psychic readings, would we? Because the secrets are in the universe. But in your 6th month, number 3, watch out for secrecy. Watch out for people not telling you the full story. So make sure you're clued up. You're up to speed, as they call it on telly. And you know what's going on. Because secrecy is in the air, mysterious, naughtiness. But not really naughtiness, but make sure you know what's going on in your 6th month. And that really, number 3, it's not as bad reading, not as good as 1 and 2, but it's not bad. Thank you for watching that. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon and click like and all that stuff. If you click the bell icon, you'll be notified by YouTube every time I upload a video. And if you stay tuned now, we're going to do stage 12 of the Old England School Diploma Standard Tarot course. And of course the 12 is the Knight of Wands. Smashing card, you'll love it. Stick with me and we'll start with that in a few moments, and I'll see you in a few seconds. Welcome back. Now we're on stage 12 of your Diploma Standard Tarot course, and we're going now with the 12th card of the Wands pack, and that's this chap here in front of you, the Knight of Wands. Interesting person. Excuse me using notes, but I don't want to forget things. This indicates a young businessman, and it is a man this time. He may be indicated here as a young businessman, is impulsive, is direct, is a bit rash sometimes. He has a behaviour that is, well, he has this inability to settle down. He just keeps going fast. He possesses a moody nature as well. He's attractive to the other sex, mainly women, but he can be a bit of a womanizer, and his presence around you can be a bit unsettling sometimes. You can't put your finger on it, but you know. Although he may be greatly creative, he lacks practical experience and knowledge. So he's not always cracked up to be. The Knight represents travel, a move of some kind, possibly only temporary, but it's a move, perhaps a holiday or a change of residence, perhaps abroad. The Knight is not depicted as an enemy or an adversary, although he may have a moody disposition, and generally he means well. Now, I hope you spotted my deliberate mistake on the last stage 11, because I said that the Page of Wands was the same as the Jack of Wands, or clubs, in a pack of cards, and it isn't. It's this chap. There's no Page of Wands in an ordinary deck of cards. There's no equivalent. So the Knight of Wands is like the Jack of clubs in an ordinary deck of cards. So, sorry about that mistake. This bloke is wise, okay? when you see this card around, it's telling the querent, or you if it's your reading, to go to the middle of the road, not to go around the edge. The Knight doesn't agree. He wants to do things all the way, not halfway. He'll push his energy as far as it will go, maybe further. That's why it has such a positive side, but it also has negative sides. He's full of energy. He's never afraid to try new things. Others shake their heads at the crazy stunts he comes up with. But some of them admire his passion. This man is sexy, irresistible, always the charmer. Okay? He's a bit too sure of himself sometimes and his abilities. He can be over the top, a bit big-headed. He tends to be shallow and thoughtless as well. Don't expect deep commitment from this bloke, because you won't get it. He's reckless, he's irresponsible, he acts without thinking, constantly gets into trouble because he's got a temper as well. So an interesting, complex character, the Knight of Wands. You'll know somebody like this, I'm sure you do. Could be you. When this reading comes through with this chap, he's confident, he's passionate, but he could impact on things in a way that you don't want him to. You need to ask yourself, is this Knight's energy really what you want, or is it helping you or hurting you really? If it's not what you want, then you need to avoid him. Some people like this kind of chap, this kind of man. He's got style, but he can be excessive. He can be helpful, but only in short bursts, so remember that. If you're angry or impatient with him, it's understandable. If you're crazy about him, he'll break your heart. His company, if you're rushing into his company with no preparation, you may regret it. The Knight's energy is there, his passion is daring, and it's called for all the time. The key words with this chap, the Knight, is a young businessman usually, intuitive person, direct, hasty, not ready to settle, bit of a womanizer, does things on his own term. The card can mean departure, it can mean travel, or a change of situation or residence for you. If this card's upside down or reversed, it means obstinate, selfish, self-absorbed, unfaithful, bigoted, lack of self-esteem and lack of self-confidence. And it means that your plans may be disrupted. So if you sum up this person, he's physically attractive. He's got a style. He disarms girls or everyone he wants with just a smile. He can be thoughtless, insensitive, but he can be sexy and seductive as well. He pursues sexual conquests, so remember that. He generates glamour and excitement. He avoids deep, serious matters. He's got a sugar-coated tongue, and he may say or do what other people wouldn't do. He's self-confident, almost cocky. He doesn't have any self-doubt. He boasts about things. He can overdo it. He's convinced of his talent, is self-assured. You can get the meaning of this card. It's a pattern. He can be foolhardy, risking things without fear, and he can be quite rash. And he boldly goes where no one's gone before. He's a daredevil. He's adventurous. He loves to travel. He makes things happen. There's so much to this person. He takes a stand. He jumps in with both feet. When I do the course completely for you, these cards will be a lot more intense, but I can't do them all on a video. Obviously, take hours. So I'm glad you are watching. I hope you enjoyed that, by the way. King of Wands. As I always say, if you've got some tarot cards, take this chap to bed with you, not literally, and prop him up on your bedside table and have a look at him before you go to sleep and think about him during the night. It'll help you learn the tarot, because you've already learnt, or hopefully you've learnt, 12 cards by now, and soon we'll be moving on to the next set. But the next time we speak, it'll be stage 13 with a short reading again. And thank you for watching this, especially if you're alone. As I always say, if you're lonely, I'll be thinking about you. I'm here if you need me. If any of you would like a psychic reading with me, go to davidcharlespsychic.com. And I have a team of readers that work for me, and they're excellent. If you don't want one of the team, you can book me on there as well. davidcharlespsychic.com. Doesn't matter where in the world you live, I'll be here, hopefully, God willing, if you need me. So I hope you've enjoyed all that, and you'll get ready for stage 13 coming up soon. And have a nice day or evening wherever you are. And I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.